What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the paint-along or hobby-along series that you put on in the background whilst you get your stuff done. Mainly painting is, but you know, you can use it for anything. About an hour, give or take. It's hard to tell because I do edit the videos. I try to cut out any long gaps of silence if they're too long, you know, or if I and you know, too many times, or if I should have a coughing fit, you know the drill, that kind of thing. Anyway, so difficult to tell because time you've edited those things out, it cuts the video down considerably. So yeah, I've got all my miniatures here on the workbench. Got a couple of new ones as well, which I'm wanting to prime today, and I'm looking around for my primer. I'll have to grab that in a moment, but yeah, I'm looking to prime them. I want to clean them up. I've got most of the detritus off of them. I just need to have a gentle brush over them and then get some primer on them. I've got my werewolves that I've started. It's all going well. Got my anyway, you'll see what I got here. So grab your glues, your brushes, your paints, you know, whatever it is you need to succeed in life, and you know, let us do some hobby. So let's cut to the bench. Okay, this is one of the miniatures I was talking about. My Wendigo, or Wendigo, mythological cannibalistic monster creature thing. And yeah, it's different from Skinwalker, but similar enough. And yeah, I don't even know if you can get Skinwalker miniatures. Probably you can't, but this is probably going to be the closest thing you could get to one, I should think. But let me know if you can. But this is going to be my Wendigo, and yeah, he's going to be one of the ones I'm going to be priming. I've got a halfling female adventurer here to prime. And I've also got a gladiator chappie here, because you know I've got my fighting pick, gladiator arena type thing, and yeah, he's going to be I'm going to say contestant. Then it's not really, is it? Yeah, so I can put my glasses on, grab wire brush, and I'm just going to gently run the wire brush over the model. It's largely to get the powder off, you see, and like the mold release residue, whereas with like resin and plastic miniatures you get like a kind of an oily residue on these things. Well, with the metal ones you kind of tend to get more of a like a powdery substance, and you don't need to go at it, you know, tooth and nail. Just gently brush over it. I'm loving this feather plume thing he's got on his helmet here. I don't know if you can see that there. Gonna cough. God. Yeah, so I just coughed and hopefully edited that out. That's the type of thing I like to edit out. Right, so that's him. Probably the easiest one to do. That's fine. Moving on to the female halfling adventurer. See, I wanted a halfling rogue, which I've got. He's going to be my character for my D&D games. I've decided, although he's a ranger, I've decided to make him a rogue. Although she could be a rogue, you know, but, or, yeah, she might be. Maybe I'm thinking maybe they went to the same, I don't know, thieves guild or something, some such thing. Or she could be a vested love interest of the character. Either way, whether they know each other or not, either way I think it's going to be good to include her in the game. Maybe as another character. Right, Wendigo time. Quite shiny already, so it doesn't really need an awful lot. Sometimes you get these miniatures and they're quite well, they're quite powdery to say the least. Just noticed a little bit on there which needs sorting out. Just needs. Yeah, just needs sorting that out a bit. I think it's just, you know, oh, I might leave that. I've taken a little bit of detritus off there. Don't really want to push my luck with it. I can make it part of the robes. That's fine. Whatever it is he's wearing on there, I have no idea. Yeah, because absolutely none. Thought I'd use my yellow primer. Thought, why not? Got my coffee. Millicano, it's decaf, but it's a really nice one. So I'm gonna have a sip of that. Nice. Okay then. Time to get the primer out. Not sure whether I'm liking this camera angle so much as there we go. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's better. I do think you could see that better. Anyway, I'm going to be using this dark yellow as a primer, because that's what it is. I'll use one of these brushes to prime him. Get some of this into the middle of my palette here. My kind of makeshift palette. And I'll use my electric mixer. Quite a different story with a bigger bottle, I can tell you. But yeah, nicely mixed. So these are good for tanks actually. This colour I discovered, like God, I just felt a bit of paint splat on my face up there. Oh well. I'm looking at the camera and I'm covered in primer. That's why. Yeah, they're good for tanks, like World War II, you know, that kind of deal. Just going to move some of the miniatures out of the way there so I can pal it back. Right. So here he is. Let's start applying it. Yeah, I didn't really want to put a black primer on this because black primer is alright, it's all well and good, and you know it covers brilliantly obviously, but it also disguises what you've painted. You know, when you're trying to paint, you know, I can't see as well. That could be just me, my eyes, but are slightly lighter. That's why I like to use the off, like the Panzer Grey. Looks like an off black. almost like a grey liner type effect as a primer, because I can see very easily what I'm painting and what's going on with the model. So when I'm priming by hand, especially, I know it's quicker to airbrush them and spray them with a rattle can, and I know that. But sometimes I just like to go around the model and investigate it. As I do it by hand, you get to see all the nooks and crannies, don't you? And that's what I like. Like that a lot. So it is on the bench time once again, which means it's a Friday, and it's the Friday before the bank holiday today. So it's we've been paid now. Now into May already. Into May. What? The weather hasn't been as nice as I would have liked. Hoping for some nicer weather ahead. Tomorrow is supposed to be quite a good day, according to the weather app. But lately it's been shocking. It's been still like winter sometimes. It's like, really? Thought we'd have been past this by now. But there you go. It's been sort of a tough week at work this week. Like I say, I know I can't talk about work that much, but I can say whether it's been easy or bad. It's not been the best, and the next 2 weeks aren't going to be the best either, due to staff shortages. We got people out on maternity leave and a couple more on annual leave now, so we are really against the wall at the moment. Numbers alone, and there's deadlines, of course. There's always deadlines wherever you go, isn't there? It's like, I can't remember the last job I worked where there wasn't deadlines or KPIs. That's the next worst thing, isn't it, in my book? I hate KPIs. But right, let's get this on here. But yeah, thankfully I don't have KPIs, or at least I don't at the moment, but do have deadlines, and it's people keep chasing you, and you end up losing track of what you're doing. If you're not careful, you've got to really organise your work. But I've said too much. Of course, I could be talking about anything, and that's the point. He's looking alright, isn't he? But short of it is, we're short-staffed, and it's stressful. So another month and a half, and we'll be back to full strength again, staff-wise. So that's going to be good. Looking forward to that. Really am. That's the Wendigo done. Nice. Putting him to one side. Okay, go do the halfling adventurer next. It's very small, smaller than the male halfling. It's the same company. They're both Reaper models, but she's a little bit smaller. Well, that's okay. I guess she would be. I like the idea of playing a halfling in D&D. Halfling was my and I'll tell you, the halfling race made up my very first ever character in D&D. I played a halfling. couldn't tell you what he or she, I think it was a he, was called. I can't remember the names, you know. And that was it at the time. Halfling was the character, you know. You didn't have like halfling, you know, rogue or thief or anything like that. You're just a halfling. But, yeah. Back in the early days. Right, on to the gladiator. Yeah, looking forward to painting him. These are just models I broke open from my stash to paint up for my D&D game when I start it. Feels like I'm never going to start it. There's always stuff happening. Plus I want to do painting and get videos out for you as well, and just paint. Love painting in general. So you can't play games and paint at the same time. Sometimes, like, you know, your weekend doesn't offer you much opportunity, so you make a choice. What do I want to do? It's like, oh, I want to paint. I really do. I want to paint, make videos. Glued these the other day, which is good because it means the glue's thoroughly dry and there's no danger of getting it on the bristles. That's the only thing. As soon as super glue touches the bristles of a brush, the brush is dazed. That's it. It's over. It's time to, you know, send it to the brush graveyard in the sky. Right. There we are. Ta-da! I'm going to open the lid of my primer. Just going to pop, because as normal, you know, I put too much into the palette. That's just me all over. I don't know if you can hear my dehumidifier in the background, by the way, but I do have a dehumidifier and it is on, so apologies for that, but I really do need it on right now. Ooh. Oh yeah, I've been watching Endeavour lately, really getting into it. But if you don't know, Endeavour is kind of, you know, Inspector Morse, or Endeavour is when he was like a DC, you know, detective constable, and he's like bottom of the pile, and so it's like in his past. Right, that's the priming done for that. Whilst I'm waiting for that to dry, well, I don't think I'll get any painting done on those this session now, but I have primed them at least, so that's good. And I think about my werewolves here. What am I gonna do on them next? That's the thing. Gonna have some more coffee while I think about it. I've thought about it. I'm gonna do fur on him. I'll do a dark base colour fur of maybe dryad bark or something like that, rhinox hide. The thing is with rhinox hide, it's very dark brown. Triad box a little bit lighter. I'll go with Dryad box, just ever such a little bit of a lighter colour. So going to put that in the paint shaker. Saves me getting tennis elbow. Find a brush, suitable brush. That one looks suitable. Does it have a size on it? No, it doesn't. Oh, it did. I think it's a 0. Anyway, yes, so Dryad bark is the colour. I'm also going to use it for some wooden planks in my cage. I've got this little cage thing going on, see, part of the fighting pit. Okay. Right. Glasses on. That's quite a good, looks like it's going to be quite a good, nice base colour, this. Very nice indeed. Yeah, so I've been watching Endeavour and loving it. It's really well written, it really is. It's I've never seen them before, and I can't guess who the murderer is. It's just written so well, you know, and they do these, you know, ones. So a lot of the time I can guess who's the murderer just by, you know, looking at the cast credits and you know, certain actors, and I think, oh yeah, it's gonna be them. You know, such and such always plays a villain. But with these, it's not obvious, and I like that. I like that a lot. I think you might have a couple of earrings in this one too. I'll concentrate on this bit. Yeah, I went to see my mum today. She seemed quite well, you know, in good spirits, and you know, having quite a good day, I would say. She had a good couple of days actually, because you know, I phone her every day. She's been quite well and with it, which is nice. But yeah, driving over, to see her, and it's about a 20-minute drive away, I suppose, to get there. It's actually quite a pleasant drive. You got to go across the moors, but and it's like hence moor. It's nice though. It's yeah, it's not bad at all. This fur is proving more difficult than I first thought. Not easy, but I think it's going to look quite spectacular. Yeah, so given I've watched a few episodes of Endeavour now, and I'm loving the way it's kind of unfolding. Is that the right word? So I shall endeavour to keep watching it, just like I endeavour to do everything I do to the best of my ability. And I should make that my new mantra in life. Endeavour. I might call this video Endeavour, because that's what I need to do. Not an easy task, this, I can tell you. Not easy at all. But looking good, I have to say. Yeah, that's pretty good. So anyway, yeah, so not looking forward to the next couple of weeks, but I suppose, come next weekend, I'll only have one more week of, horribleness to contemplate. Other members will be back from their leave by then. I'll be so grateful to see them. Welcome back, don't you ever do that again. Or go and have a holiday. The very thought. But I should be able to get another video in next weekend. At least the bank holiday Monday makes the week shorter, so there is that, which is nice. I'm going to do his tail as well. I like this 3D printed model that I've got in my hands right now. Do I wish I had a 3D printer? Sometimes, but I just couldn't be bothered with it. I'm such a lazy so-and-so. I'd rather someone else had the aggro of setting it up and cleaning it out and all the other stuff. Just order what I want online. Yes, that's a good link. Ordering online. No. As you know, I've been ordering a lot of books lately. A lot of role-playing books. A lot of World of Darkness books. Now, I never thought I would ever... So I'm angling this because the light's not very good. I never ever thought I would be getting back into the likes of Vampire and Werewolf. Not because I didn't love it, I loved them, but I just thought that was done, that whole bit. But I was wrong. So I'm back at it with a vengeance. Bigger and badder than ever before, so... Okay. Could I get away with doing like him now? I want him to have a darker hair. Maybe the off black that he's got, maybe. Right, well, I can still paint the wooden planks of wood that's in here. Cage, this is the cage for the fighting pit. So much easier doing this in the day, I tell you, when you're painting. I shall endeavour to get it done. I think that's going to be okay, like that. Now, excellent. Right, that's him. Right, I'm going to work out. Yeah, I like to do the skin first on these werewolves. Now, maybe I could use dryad bark for his skin. Could make him a darker skinned lycanthrope. That's intriguing, actually. Very intriguing. Dryad bark. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So, still with dryad bark. I needn't have washed out my brush, had I? Let's get some more into the palette. Let's water it down a bit. Do I? Yeah, I think I'm going to use another brush. Slightly bigger than the one I was using, but not too big. Now with that, yeah, it could be a regiment brush. I think we'll use that. Alright, so yeah. The trousers are all ripped, a bit like, you know, looks a bit like Incredible Hulk, you know. Like he used to rip his pants, you know. Which I suppose they do, you know, so... They need the... Is it the fetish? Or the talisman? I don't know. Enable their clothes to change with them when they shapeshifters. Goes on well, this colour. Yeah, I think it's a good call doing this skin this colour. Because the other one's a lighter tone. Gives a great contrast. I may have to dig out some more dryad bark at this rate. Yeah, I'll do his for off, you know, off black or dark. I think maybe like a Corvus black or something like that. Okay, I think, well, I better do his ears, although I might do them a bit lighter at a later date. There. That's the werewolf skin done with that base coat. Wow, 41 minutes in. We've only just started. Well, what can I do next? These swamp creatures, I think. Yeah, I think some shade wash. And I'm thinking Agrax Earth Shade? No, I don't think so. Agrax and Null Oil. Yeah, go on then. Pop Dryad Bark back. And get this one out. Right. Right, I want to talk to you before I go about my World of Darkness endeavours. Because, you know, I've been getting back into it. So, I'm going to be looking at the books again. And the old books and the new books. And, you know, I'm really going to be, I don't know, delving back into darkness, as it were. I'll have to do the tales on these at some point, I think. So, yeah, do watch out for that. Yeah, World of Darkness, back into darkness. That's what I'm going to call it, I think. I don't know whether I'll call that as a playlist or video title, you know. Get this over here. So, the swamp creatures, they're all done. Well, with the shade wash. Yeah, well, that's good. Okay. So that's them done. You've done a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you know, that's good. I took these wild path a minute. I'm going to do a strap on his, I don't know, saddle, pouch, whatever it is he's got there. We'll do Scrag Brown for the strap. Just gonna pop that on the old paint shaker. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Shook that paint so hard it came out of the strap. The strap I hadn't had the strap locked down enough. My fault. That's okay. All right. Doesn't half mix up the paints well though. Gotta say. There we go. Alright, small brush again. Maybe smaller than that. 3-0. Yeah, we're gonna go a 3-0 to do the strap. I'll do his pouch as well while we're here. Why not? Move this camera around so we can go down right there. Hoping to do some work in the courtyard tomorrow, you know, weather permitting. And it's going to involve me getting a bag of cement. So I do hope the weather holds out. I've basically just got to repair some loose stones in my wall and you know, that kind of thing. Plus I want to have enough cement later on to repair my pathway outside, which needs a bit of attention in places. There, that's him done. How's about for my halfling, not assassin, rogue, his bow. So Scragget Brown. It's Fenrisian grey, the colour of his jacket. I really like that. I'm toying with the idea of doing the same on the other halfling, the female halfling. You know, maybe on a robe or something. Maybe that colour could be indicative of what guild they come from or something like that. I definitely want the two characters, these two figures, to represent characters that have a connection with one another, so that's where that could come into play. Looks alright, doesn't it? That looks pretty sweet, actually. Yeah, I'm liking that. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. Any more? Anybody else got? Got his boots, I suppose, or his trousers. Trousers, I think. An elven fighter from Ralpatha. It's from a Dragon Quest game, but obviously I'm keeping the metal miniatures for just putting them back for role-playing, fantasy role-playing. Right, it's got to be nearly time for finishing, so I will ask you now, whilst I'm doing this one, I'll remember, let me know what you're working on if you don't mind. Love to hear that stuff, and it keeps you up to date with what you're doing as well, which is awesome. Alright, so that's that. Wash my brush out. I'll actually take my glasses off. Squiz at the time, 51 minutes. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough. Right, so I'm going to end it here. So thanks for watching me on this episode of On the Bench. I'm pretty pleased with what I got done there. I mean, it wasn't loads of stuff, but it was stuff that, you know, I don't have to do again. I knew I wouldn't get to the primed, like the Wendigo, the Halfling and the Gladiator, because they're still wet. I can still see the paint glistening on them. It's going to take a lot longer than that to dry, but that's okay, that's fine. Got some more work done on my werewolves, or two of my werewolves, and halflings and my swamp creatures, and planks of wood in the cage, and well, trousers on an elven fighter. So yeah, all in all, it ain't bad. It's not bad at all. It's been great therapy. Because I haven't painted in a week, so that's good. Always good to come back to it. Yeah, I'm really excited about the books I'm getting for the World of Darkness. So do keep an eye out for that as well. That's all that kind of stuff. I might mention that more in a Chill with Pete episode, and then I'll do a dedicated video on the books themselves. But this is miniatures here and now, and you know, it's good work being done, good work, and yeah. All that remains for me to say is thanks for watching. Do remember, all brushes lead to war, and please like, share and subscribe. Cheers for now. Bye bye.